What is up, guys? Dexter Train here, back with another video for you guys today. And today is Pokemon Sun and Moon review for episode 42. And guys, we got so much to talk about today. This episode was everything I hoped it was going to be and more. Oh my god, guys, we just got so many great moments, so many great comedic moments, especially because I gotta say, I haven't always liked the comedy in this series, but to me, it was on point throughout the episode. We got tons of Brock's old funny moments, Misty's old funny moments, some funny moments from Sophocles, and so on. Everyone was funny in this episode. But yeah, oh, where do I start? Here. So this was very funny too. It was kind of like interesting. If you guys caught onto this, you know. So the episode starts off with Kukui explaining why they're going to Kanto. Okay, so the whole gang's finding out. Oh, cool, we're going to Kanto for the next project. And again, this was really funny right here. So what happens is, apparently it's the 20th anniversary for the Pokemon School. Yeah. What do you? That was interesting. 20th anniversary of the anime and the school as well. See what they threw in there. Guys, hope you guys caught on to that like I did. That was really funny. Like, what do you know? But yeah, so yeah, it's standard stuff right here. Everyone's excited to go to Kanto. Ash is like, going back home. Cool. So, cut to the plane. And Kyoi's afraid of airplanes. I don't know why. And that's what Sophocles was talking about. Like, are we in the air? He was like, you fly on Charizard all the time. What's different here? Maybe he's afraid of the turbulence. I don't know. But I just really Kayoi doesn't like. Okay, I thought that was weird, but so yeah, pretty much just the beginning of the episode when they're in the plane, they're just talking about how excited they are and stuff. So pretty much what the whole gist of this field trip is, I guess that's what we should really call it. Because that's basically what it is. A field trip is to get everyone to understand, and I guess we've talked about this before in previous videos and really kind of other information, but let's just reiterate what the whole point of this is for them to understand Pokemon from Kanto and compare them to their Alolan counterparts and such. It's just to get more of a feel of Kanto Pokemon and what their attitudes are like and stuff. So again, we knew this already, honestly. It was just pretty much reiterated in the beginning of the episode, so we don't really need to focus on that. But yeah, when they get to the airport, here is where things get interesting. So, Shimon, which is Snowy in the dub. I'm probably just gonna say Snowy. I mean, if you guys don't know if you haven't seen the dub, and I think I said this in previous videos, but yeah, Shimon is Snowy in the dub. Yeah, Lily's Alolan Vulpix. So I'm gonna say Snowy just because it's dub. It's me, so. So if you guys didn't know that, now you do know it, that Snowy is the name for Lily's Alolan Vulpix in the dub. Okay? If you guys are not keeping up with it. But yeah, Snowy seems to be sick and not really feeling well. So I'm assuming that maybe the plane ride, or is it maybe something that... Because it seemed fine before they got on the plane. I don't know, but something like that. But here's... Okay, guys. So Lily's worried, and here he comes, guys. It is the return of the homie Brock right there, guys. That was his first appearance in Sun and Moon anime. That was awesome, man. So Brock comes and says, "Hey, can I take a look?" And he says that he's a doctor. Oh my god. So it's so cool knowing that Brock is still keeping up with his breeding. Because again, he loves being a Pokemon breeder, guys. We've seen it for years and years and years, and it's so nice that he's still living out his dreams. So he takes a look at Snowy and says, pretty much it should be fine in a little while. It's just not feeling well. So it should just pass over. So pretty much standard stuff. And then the gang is worried, like, where's Lily? Did she get lost? She was right behind us, and then and they see her over there. And then Ash just takes a look at the guy. He's like, "Whoa, is that Brock?" He's like, "Brock, awesome!" So Ash is running towards him, and this was the perfect for Brock, because I'm so glad Brock is exactly the same. So the minute that Ash is running towards Brock and wants to hug him and stuff, Brock knows his Ash coming, but then he sees a pretty girl, and then here it comes. Brock does his hits on her, and guys, Brock is still the same. It was so awesome. It was so fun. And then Misty grabs his ear, as always, and there she is, her first appearance, and the Sun and Moon anime, and Ash is like, "Misty, you're here too?" And then she's like, "Hi, how you doing?" Pretty much standard conversation stuff. Oh, but guys, it's so crazy seeing these two again. Like, I didn't think we would ever see these two again, to be quite honest with you, especially Misty. It's crazy. It really is that I still can't believe that they've done this. And it's just, wow, I can't believe it. And this is just such a great way to celebrate the 20th anniversary in Pokemon. This is so great, guys. So, tell me in the comment section below how much this really means to you guys as well, because again, it really means a lot to me, because the original series was the first series I ever saw. I started with it, even though I didn't necessarily grow up in that time. I saw that one first, because I didn't want to see the later series before I saw the first one. So, the original series really is deep to my heart. It means a lot to me, because it was the first Pokemon series I ever saw. So, it's just, I had so many emotions going through my mind right now, seeing this episode, and hopefully seeing next week, see how that's going to be handled. So, it really does. Seeing these two again, it's like, wow, I can't believe it. But yeah, enough before I ramble on about that. And so, yeah, pretty much. And here's the gist. Here's why Misty and Brock are here. So, Professor Oak sent them. So, this is a surprise. And I speculated about this. I knew Ash did not know they were going to be here. I said it in the last video, guys. So, hey, I feel pretty good about my predictions lately. I've gotten some on the money. But yeah, so they're here to show everyone around and get them settled. So now we go to Professor Oak's lab, and here we go, guys. Samson and Oak. I have to admit, this was a pretty cool meeting. They're best buds. And then so Professor Oak congratulates his cousin Samson on 20 years for this Pokemon school. Wow, I can't believe it's been out that long. Again, very slick what they did there. 20 years matches with 20 years. But yeah, and then pretty much Oak talks about his profession, all of that, which ignore that. And I really was hoping they would mention Gary. We still don't know what he's doing right now. Because the last time we heard of him, he was with Professor Rowan in Sinnoh, if you guys remember. I don't. He still could be doing that, but I was hoping for some confirmation. I was really hoping that he would be in this arc. Maybe there's still a shot next week, because it's battling. I don't know. But he wasn't here. I feel like if he was going to be in this arc, he would have showed up in this week's episode. So that's a little disappointing, but hey, what can you do? Couldn't get everybody. We got Misty and Brock, guys, so that's good enough. I mean, let's not push it. Other characters will show up in the future, I believe. It's this is the beginning. But yeah, guys, and we got so many great reunions with Ash and his Pokemon. And so, first up, comparing the regular, I guess we say Kanto versions to the Alolan versions of each Pokemon. So we got Muk. Oh, and then I knew it. I predicted this too, that Ash's Muk would do the thing when he grabs all Ash and hugs him in every round, like they always did in the original series. I knew they would do that. So hey, guys, my predictions, they're working. They're coming out here. Again, I feel really good about my predictions. It's really cool that I predicted so many great things. But yeah, so yeah, just comparing the lower forms, and then the Marowaks go at it. So that's pretty much what happens in the real plot of this episode. Is because those two boneheads, get it, boneheads, Yeah, I get it. Funny, guys. I hope you guys are laughing after that. Hey, I thought that was pretty good. Boneheads, because Marowak, yeah. Getting in the fights, and then they get lost. So then what happens is some Pokemon gets lost, and they gotta find them. We have Malone. So here's where the fun comedy really takes off. Malone looking at all the cool grass type Pokemon. She really wanted to see Vileplume and Gloom, having a good time with them, but then Vileplume uses its poisonous pollen, which Misty and Brock were warning her and Steenie, and then she takes off running. Like, no, you should have seen how fast she was running. Like, so funny. Yeah. And that's pretty much what was happening throughout the episode. We got many people just running away, terrified. Oh, and here's Ash greets his many Tauros, like you realize, yeah, like he has 97 Tauros, if I remember exactly how much he had. And the Tauros come charging, and they knock him up in the air, and he goes flying, like... Ash is blasted off. Guys, I just cracked up watching this episode. There's so many nostalgic moments throughout this episode. It just was filled with them. You have to watch this episode, guys. You got to. If you are a fan of Generation 1, this is the episode for you. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, Onyx. So what happens is Ash, Kaowe, and Brock looking for the Marowaks, of course. And apparently, and there's this Onyx right here. And of course, Brock being the expert of Onyx, of course, since Onyx has been like his pal since the very day. Soon we will find out that it will be Steelix next week. Saying that if you touch Onyx, it will pretty much attack you. And that's what we're trying to... So Brock will say, don't get anything on Onyx. Or... And then KO is like, what happens if we get something... Get sound and get something on Onyx? Brock is like... So they come running away because Onyx is after them. There's just so many of these moments. This is funny comedy. Yeah. And then you have Togen on Maru. And so look, he's excited seeing Raichu, the regular Raichu, because all they've seen is Alolan. And then Togen and Maru plays around with it and shocks Raichu, and Raichu is down. Oh yeah, and I want to remember is... Oh, what I forgot to mention too early in the episode, when the Marowaks were fighting, Pikachu tried to stop the Marowaks and then didn't work out. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt on everybody, so we get those old moments where Pikachu shocks everyone. Forgot to mention that. But then you see the regular Marowaks like, I can take it, it doesn't affect me. See, and then he's affecting everyone else. But yeah. And then, guys, this was so touching coming up right here. We see the three of them walking again, guys. So, all the way back, here comes the nostalgia started right here in this episode. Ash and Brock and Misty talking about the good old days when they were traveling together and everything. Like, guys, wow, I just can't believe it. It's been... Well, I just never thought I would see this again. These three doing this. Like, it's... Wow. Still can't believe it. Again, it's crazy. And then they see Caterpie, and Misty comes running and screaming. So again, she's still afraid of bugs. And Ash is like, really? You're still afraid of bugs? No. Like, you haven't changed, haven't you? And then they talk about, like, battling and stuff, and then Misty's like, oh, you haven't changed either, have you? Come on, of course. None of them has changed. I didn't expect them to. But yeah, that was crazy. And then Bulbasaur, guys. Oh my, this was so cute. I don't know which was cuter. Pikachu jumping on Misty or Bulbasaur jumping on Ash. I think they were equally cute, honestly. And then the others group up again. I think they find the Marowak. Yeah, they find the Marowaks. And then here we go. Team Rocket attacks them. And guys, they did it. I wanted them to do this, and they did it. They did the old model. I was like, yes. Oh my god, the nostalgia is too much. Like, seriously. And Misty and Brock were like, you guys are still doing this? You just, like, support. I don't know why they're surprised, honestly. I mean, yeah, they've been following Ash forever. I mean, they didn't know that, but, like, seriously, they do this all the time. They do it. Again, we have the battle. And, dude, this was crazy. So, I mean, it's done crazy things entire, but this was by far the craziest thing it's done. An airplane comes, Bewear jumps out of the plane with its own rocket-propelled engine, propeller thing, grabs Team Rocket and blasts off away. Like, what? Bewear? How did Bewear know they were in game? Like, what the? Like, I was just silent after seeing this. Like, Bewear has done some crazy stuff in this series. But I never would have guessed it would do something this crazy. Like, I was like, what? And you see everyone's faces. They were just like, what as well? And then here it comes. Jigglypuff is right. The Jigglypuff. Like, what? And then the Jigglypuff comes out of nowhere. I'm like, still, like, what the? Sings, and then Misty, Rock, and Ash were like, oh no, it's that Jigglypuff. Don't listen to it. And then they all fall asleep. And I'm so glad they brought back this gag because it was hilarious. I just love this gag so much. It was my favorite gag from the original series. It was. Takes out the marker and draws in everyone's faces, and then everyone just ends up laughing. Like, guys, I don't think I ever laughed so hard in a Pokemon episode, to be honest. This honestly was the funniest Pokemon episode I ever seen. Because it wasn't, because they combined Sun and Moon comedy with the original series comedy. It was, I gotta give it to them. I haven't exactly liked all the Sun and Moon comedy, but it worked. This episode, it really did. And then the end of the episode is dinner, and then they explain what's gonna happen tomorrow. And guys, oh, I'm so hyped for next week. They announced that gym battle time with Rock and Misty. Yes! We're getting to the battling, guys. I can't wait for these battles, dude. Ash vs. Misty and KLA vs. Rock is going to be epic, guys. This is what we watch this series for, the battling. This is what we do. That's first and foremost what Pokemon is about. Battling, guys. I'm just so hyped. Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me, guys, how hyped you are for next week. Because this is gonna be awesome. But again, this was a perfect score to me for this episode. They did this perfectly. There's not much. I can't really think of a thing that they could have done better. Honestly, this is exactly how I hoped this episode would be. It was amazing, guys. And wow, I just can't believe they're doing all of this. It's so awesome, guys. So tell me your thoughts and opinions on episode 42. And again, scale 1 to 10, how hyped are you guys for 43 next week? And this is at 22.5 minutes, so I'm better end it now. I did not expect this review to be this long. So if you guys stuck with me, thank you. And because there was a lot to talk about, but I didn't think it would be 22.5 minutes. And like, comment, subscribe, click on the notifications bell to get every video I make first. And let's see, that's it, guys. Thank you for all your support and being on this journey with me so far. And wow. It's so crazy where we are right now. But again, peace, guys. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Destined Trainer signing off.